So coming off a week like last week, how do you think what do you have to do to keep the momentum going?
I think we just have to keep making sure that our intensity is there. I think that's the main thing that we're picking up from the games that we've had is that, against Dallas, we had to keep the intensity high, keep the running, keep the momentum for 95 minutes. And here at home against Nashville, you saw the first half where we kept pressing them, where we kept the high intensity, the high speed. When we lost the ball, we had Christian and Obed running back and tracking, and we had the whole team behind the ball. And so I think that the biggest thing for us that we're noticing is that once we have high intensity, we have to maintain it and keep it for 90 minutes. We know that it's impossible for us to press 90 minutes, but once we do, keep it, make sure that we're at 100%.
One of the things seems like you guys have done better these last two games is converting turnovers into scoring opportunities, whereas you were creating turnovers previously, but it wasn't always right into the attack. I guess, is that a mentality or is that something tactically that's happening differently?
I think that the guys are noticing that we are able to press, that we have the pieces to press, that the speed that which we press at is much different. And that leads us to, once you build out, you want to be spread out. You want to make sure that the field is spread big so you can play through lines. And so, but the other side of that is that when you lose the ball, you're spread out, your whole team is spread out. So we're noticing that if we press high, we have our center backs above the half. They're going to be offside if they're on the other side. And so they have to play in front of us. And once they play in front of us, we can press and they're going to be spread. And that's when we can take advantage of it, where we have guys with good vision, guys that can run. And guys that connect with each other that can make those turnovers into plays and make something out of it.
It seems as though the adaptation period has come to an end. Now this is who you guys are going to be. Do you feel that way, or is there something extra that you feel that you guys can do or tweak to optimize your output?
Yeah, I think that it's going to come with time again. I think that there's some players that have adapted way faster, and then there's some players that takes a little longer. I think that we as a team know that that's our standard, that's the bottom line. That's where we have to start and go up from there. And so we know that as a team that's who we have to be able to win games here, to be able to get points away from home, at home. And so it's still a learning process of getting to everybody on the same page. But I think we're at a good stage now where we have a good enough team to star 11, come out and not drop intensity. And I think that's the most important thing with this team is that we have that kind of roster where we can win games home away with anybody on the field.
And then what are some of the things that you've noticed here at this club that perhaps have enriched your growth, have enriched your ability to integrate with teammates that you are gaining out of here? And that's not to speak bad of Dallas, but I just want to get an idea of what's changed for you.
Yeah, I think that the guys who I'm playing with, Christian, Jordan, they've won championships. And I think at the end of the day, that's what we all want. And so they have a standard where they're training on a daily basis and they're having games. And so for me, it's always an honor to be around them, to be able to learn from them. And I think that pushes me, and I know a lot of other guys, young guys, that maybe haven't won a championship, to push and perform at a high level, because this is where it begins. When you have guys that have won it and done the whole process and won important games, you want to stay at their standards. You want to train at their standards. You want to play at their standards, and that kind of levels your standard up.